Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Halo Master Chief Collection Launch Invitational presented by ESL. We're about ready for the Winners Bracket Finals. I'm joined by Formal from Believe the Hype and T-Squared from Str8 Rippin. Gentlemen, congratulations on making it this far. For you, sir, you put this team together for this event. How has your team been gelling? How have they been working together to make it this far?
To be honest, we're just really good friends outside of the game, so I knew we would get along in-game. And I'm proud they've made it this far. I didn't really know what to expect coming into the event, but they've done a great job so far.
T-Squared, we have seen some incredible, solid fundamentals from your team. Obviously, you want that to continue, but is that sensibility and that communication with your team been pretty much top-notch, the top-level professional play so far?
For sure. I think that a big part of that is Walshy. You guys heard his knowledge in the stream when he was just casting, and he brings a lot to our team. His overall Halo 2 knowledge is second to none, so big shout out to Dave.
All right, do you have any words for your opponent before we start?
Good luck, you're going to need it.
It'll be a quick 2-0.
Gentlemen, please shake hands. Good luck and have fun. Back to the desk.
Pew, pew, pew.
Shots fired.
Yeah, man. That was good. That was good. Bang, bang. Yeah, so, of course, guys, Winter Bracket Finals coming up next. I'm Golden Boy, and, of course, joined by my partner in crime, the one and only Bravo, breaking down maps, casting video games, making things happen over at 343. You're just, you know, you're the real MVP.
Oh, no, I think, I don't, no, thank you very much.
There you go.
Thank you. But I think it's safe to say, as I said yesterday, that the true, you know, a lot of people have given us great feedback on the tournament so far. We thank you so much. But we, of course, have to thank the players for putting on such a great show thus far. And excited to see, of course, with Believe the Hype and Str8. You heard Tom is pretty confident in this match, and I think it's safe to say that Formal is fairly confident as well.
Yeah, you know, when you look at both rosters, there's a story to be told. First, the story of Believe the Hype, right? You have Formal, who it's kind of hilarious, and it makes me, you know, like angry as a former competitor of both Call of Duty and Halo, that, you know, this guy is able to just transition, seemingly be the best here and then be the best there. It's so frustrating.
And it seems like no matter who he's surrounded by, right?
Yeah.
I mean, typically in Halo, he's surrounded by a very similar roster in Lethal APG and Maniac. He's teamed with these guys for a while, but it seems like no matter who he's playing with, what FPS game he's playing, he's a dominant player.
That's right, and there were a lot of questions for BTH going into this event. You know, most importantly, it's centered around the captain Formal. Will he be able to, you know, hang? And I think that question's been comfortably answered. But there's also been a lot of confidence, though, out of Lethal, and you know, he's kind of like the spiritual captain of this squad, because he was the one to kind of rally the troops together here. Of course, there's a roster, Formal, the captain of the squad, joined by Lethal, APG, and Maniac.
Yeah, I also have to say Maniac on the left, right here in the nearest to your screen in the foreground. He also announced, self-proclaimed, that he was the captain of the team on Twitter.
So there are three captains.
They have. This team is led by three captains. I think APG just goes along with whatever's said. But there's a little bit of debate of who is the actual team captain on that roster. Maniac actually announced the team roster on Twitter a few weeks ago. But on the Str8 Rippin side now, as you see, Str8 Sick, Ryan Noob, Roy, and T-Squared on the end. Of course, Coach Walshy, big shout to Dave for joining us in the booth and lending us some of his legendary Halo knowledge. But from left to right, that's Ryan Noob, T-Squared, Str8 Sick, and Roy. Of course, a team that I think a lot of people might have counted out at this point in the event. If we look at bracket predictions, the community didn't necessarily see Str8 Rippin going this far. However, T-Squared has assembled a star-studded roster, and it certainly has shown on the scoreboard.
That's right. He even has a member of the Brady Bunch with him.
Yeah.
Just, you know, Ryan Noob just looking beautiful with those locks. Hey, if anyone on the internet is telling Ryan Noob to cut his hair, you need to stop it right now, because he was seriously considering it last night, and I had to put an end to that one.
No,
so,
hopefully he wins this tournament and he will think about it again. Yeah,
exactly. You should never think about it again. You don't cut your hair until it's over, right?
Right.
But, you know, and I guess the second story kind of to close out that point was, you know, of course, Str8 Rippin and what they, you know, I guess that roster that was assembled there. Yep. Maniac should believe in a belt, but needless to say, moving forward, believe in the belt. Str8 Rippin, yeah, like, there was a lot of questions going into this about T-Squared's roster, and I was watching his streams. I saw him scrimming with a variety of you know, top players. And then, and again, that question was like, who is he going to pick up? We all know Str8 is just, he's absolutely incredible.
Yep.
Just a great player. Ryan Noob, one of the, he just never stops learning. That's one of his great traits. But then that wild card was Roy.
Yes.
Was, a lot of people said that was from left field. But when you think about it, it's nuts. I guess this kind of goes to formal as well as Roy. You could just like not play for a little while, but because they've been so, it's just innate. It's like riding a bike for them. Roy's able to come back here and be just as effective. The Royborg, just destroying everything in his sight. And he's been a big credit to Str8 Rippin in their victory here. And these guys are fighting for that trophy right there, the Halo the Master Chief Collection Launch Invitational Trophy. I believe that's Caboose, by the way. Or I hope so. It's Caboose.
Yeah, you got your blue H1.
We're just gonna assume it's Caboose, just because Caboose is awesome.
Along with that trophy, Golden Boy, also a $20,000 check will come with that first place victory.
That's right, and of course, $50,000 in total for this entire competition. These players have been competing all weekend long, and it's been grueling. Also, another thing to point out too, Elitist actually joining them in the back. I believe the Hype actually didn't have a coach going into this. I think Mr. X was going to probably do it, but he, I guess, decided to back away and realized that Elitist, with his Halo knowledge, was able to assist them a lot more. And that definitely plays a factor for them as well. So, this is going to be a grueling matchup between two very talented teams. The road has been tough. And speaking of the matchup, the maps for the winners bracket final will be first, 3 Flag, Sanctuary / Shrine. Of course, Shrine, the remastered map from Sanctuary and H2. Then you have Team Slayer on Warlord, which is fast-paced, grueling action. And then King of the Hill on Lockdown.
Yeah, I'm really excited to kick off this round one. As I said earlier, aside from the match in that last series, we haven't seen too much of 3 Flag CTF on Shrine. So the way that these two teams match up, it's going to be really interesting to see how they play on a map like Shrine, right? A very open map, and you need to have very clear setups and direction when running the flag. On a map like Warlord, you can get away with some sneaky flag runs. If you hop through the portal, you can pull off some quick tricks, even if you don't have complete map control. However, very different story on Shrine. You need to make sure you lock down the map, know exactly where the enemy team is spawning, and forcing it in a certain location to run it. So both of these two teams obviously are going to bump heads when they're both trying to control that center ring area, and that, of course, is what Halo's all about. Yeah,
it's a real discipline to be able to change that pacing from flag on Warlord to flag on Shrine, right? Because they, like you said, they play completely different. And this is going to be, very telling here of, at the beginning, I would say like maybe in the first minute or two, because Believe the Hype has come out of the gate rather strong, and every time they've played, it's been just, fast and furious every single time. On the other side, though, with Str8 Rippin, my player to watch is 100% going to be Roy.
Yep.
Because he has been that X factor for them. While Str8 has been doing a lot of work, Roy's been the guy getting his hands dirty, and that's really been paying dividends for Str8.
Yeah, and I'm also particularly interested to see what T-Squared is able to do. On the Warlock flag games yesterday, I've been talking to people all day. So impressed with what T-Squared has brought to this tournament. He has not skipped a beat. He is ready to rock. Every time I see him, it looks like he's laying down fire. He's in the right positions. No one's shooting him. He's getting opponents weak. What we need to see from him, of course, is knowing exactly where the enemy team is spawning during their flag runs, calling those players out, and eliminating the players that are the biggest threats.
Yep, that is 100% right there, Bravo. I mean, T-Squared, he's just been watching them play on stream, and you can tell that his focus is there. And the other thing to point out too is this morning I had a chance to catch up with Tom, and I said, T-Squared, like, how are you feeling coming into this one, and also how are you feeling after your warm-ups? And he said right away, he's like, you know what, honestly, I don't feel like I'm playing where I need to be. I need to practice more. And that's just what he does, right? He's never settling for what he has. And I'm sure his shot was great, but he's actually wanting to become better, and that is a testament to T-Squared and the rest of the Str8 Rippin roster. Definitely been standing out here at the Launch Invitational, but the map has been loaded. We are getting ready to go, guys. Winner bracket finals. It's going to be capture the flag on Shrine to kick things off here. And Bravo, gotta ask you, who's going to be the player that we need to kick it off with?
I think we need to kick off with Roy. Yesterday, he put up a 21-9 Team Slayer performance. unheard of at this level of play. So I'm excited to see if he can bring that same intensity and skill level, of course, in these winners bracket finals.
And Roy's our boy, so let's see if that's going to be the case here, of course. And you can see APG getting those hands warm in the background over there. And, of course, the Captain Walshy, who's just, pretty much spewing knowledge everywhere he goes. That's what Dave Walsh does, ladies and gentlemen. But without further ado, the winner bracket finals is going to begin. Str8 Rippin, believe the hype. Let's kick things off with Roy.
Here we go now on Shrine CTF. Of course, the first thing you want to do is get control of this bottom middle area. Once you're able to do that, you can establish control of one side of the enemy's base and pitch them on the other side.
Yep, and Str8 has managed to get the sniper rifle for Str8 Rippin, so this is definitely something that we've been seeing time and time again for Str8, as Sick has always went for a Formal.
Found him, that's right, on the other side.
Man.
That was our little sniper battle, as those two players actually will drop the sniper rifle, and Rocket's now flying in.
Ooh, yeah,
from
he ends up getting the kill.
Side. Maniac actually with the rocket launcher now, if we want to switch over to that. He's pushing into enemy territory, immediately going right into the base.
Yeah, and he's pushing from the sniper side too. Bear that in mind. He has 2 rockets there, actually 1 rocket remaining. Finding Roy going for this one.
Wow.
He had the assist and the headshot. This is going to be a pull. Now they need to be mindful of the spawns over by the sniper, and Maniac does have the he had the Str8 Rippin snipe on hand, but I gotta say, BTH is what I said at the beginning of this game. They're gonna come up the gate fast, and Str8 Rippin needs a response for that right away.
Yeah, lots going down in Ring right now. We'll see if Maniac can get in there to help his team, as Lethal is trying desperately to hold down Ring 2. That flag will reset, but BTH, with that aggressive start that we've seen from them almost every game, right? Maniac grabs the rocket launcher, wastes no time, breaks in the enemy base, and almost gets a flagpole, but a nice job from the other side to prevent that run.
Now, of course, we know you guys want to hear the communication of these teams, and we definitely oblige here, courtesy of our friends over at Astro Gaming. So let's hop into an Astro listen-in with Believe the Hype and see how they're going to respond with 3 players down right now.
Where's the guy record?
One shot.
Nice job.
Our car ring 2 with Ryan is
Yeah, ring 2's gonna be
They're
sniping.
peeking gonna drop their bomb, TJ.
There might be a guy with flag behind us.
Nice
shots,
And our base team, our main. Roy, one shot.
Stay alive, stay alive. Stay alive.
They're gonna be their hut, they're gonna be their hut. They're jump up, they're bond, sniping their bond. Sniping their jump, sniping jump ring 2.
Ring 2, absolutely, you drilled him.
One shot, still.
Absolute their bond right now.
Nobody's on the side.
Weak court, weak court.
This one, absolute their bond again, absolute their bond again.
I got one. I need help. Rocks, they're rocks.
The rocks, absolute Roy. The rocks, absolute Roy.
Weak Roy.
Their bomb car is
rocks, weak Roy.
Str8 dead.
I got one.
One.
Last guy's Ryan.
Ryan is, he's gonna be the courtyard sniping. It's our courtyard or the street. One of the two. He's on the jump up. He's doing 2 right now. He's doing 2, T-squared, half shield. There's gonna be 2 people back up by ring 2 guys. Watch our jump.
They're bond to jump.
Ball shot squared.
Gonna be jump for
I
range.
He's like court side.
I got him.
One dead.
Their car, right on Roy.
Their car, absolute.
Behind me.
Absolute the rocks, guys. Roy.
They're bond.
2 guys, 2 in the rocks. Weak, their sniper, Str8 under you. Half shields. Ring 2. To your right. Watch your P street, guys. Roy. One shot. Absolute or core. Roy. Under the turret. Now your last one.
Roy's our shotgun area.
Under the turret.
Roy's gonna be under your turret most likely. Yeah. TJ, stay alive. Stay
I
alive.
don't see Roy.
2 shots in him.
Remember, Roy's got our hut.
Nice, good trade.
Our snipe. Ring 3.
Flag in our hut. Kill the guy.
Ring 3.
Last guy, Brad.
Weak.
Get down.
Running at rocks.
Alright, remember guys, push this side.
There's a guy in our snipe. There's a guy in our snipe.
I'm running this side.
I think he might have it.
TJ, kill the guy in your car now.
I'm trying to run
One shot their court.
One shot their courtyard.
Gonna be a guy at our base.
Yeah, our flag.
Bet that guy's absolutely.
Our flag. Roy, weak. Half shields.
They're bond.
And our bond. Nice.
Good job, Matt. Keep pushing up, Matt. Keep pushing up.
There's one left.
Our turret.
I got shots.
Above your turret, you have help.
I can't see him.
One shot.
Under turret, absolutely.
Turret ran.
I'm on the base, guys.
Matt, I don't think they know about you.
The flag, 2 of them.
I'm looking at
Okay, guys, I had 3 turrets.
One shot.
Under turret, 1 shot.
TJ, they're gonna be showing up on their turret. Stay
Under turret going sniper and
Our bond, ring 1.
Your bond, guys, your bond, absolutely.
One shot, our bond
They're
riding.
P.
One shot, ring 1 riding.
One shot their snipe. Square.
Just stay alive, Brad. You're good.
One shot. Square dead.
Brad, watch your street. Brad, watch your P street.
They know I rock.
I know, watch your P street. I think that's where they're gonna come in.
I'm gonna push their rocks. I'm gonna push their rocks.
They're back rocks.
Back off to the
Back rocks.
Ryan is weak as well, back rocks. They might see
Nades on it.
Weak. They're back rocks.
I'm watching our flank.
Rock ramp also. 2 guys rocks.
I got one.
Nice, stay alive,
I got
stay alive.
One shot. Straight sick. Dead.
They're hut sniping. They're hut sniping.
Pushing rocks.
I have rockets.
They're still 2 dead.
I'm pushing up.
Fuck, he sniped me.
Weak, Roy. Half shields.
Spawn rocks. Other rocks. Rock ramp.
He's gonna be under the
He's
turret.
health back.
Yeah.
Another guy. Spawn their rocks.
2 there. Ryan was one shot back rock. There's 2 there.
Matt, live as long as you can.
One shot, there's 2.
One shot their P street.
On the flag, guys. I need help. My rockets.
I'm
All right, and the quality listening there with Believe the Hype, as the communication definitely has been great, and it's been 0-0 this whole game. One thing I got to take note too has been Believe the Hype has been able to get rockets every single time. I mean, that's something that you got to give credit to, because that kind of control is definitely something that's very impressive. But to that point, I will say, not really being able to take advantage of the rockets that could lead them into a successful flagpole has certainly been an issue.
Yeah, APG now jumping up on this ring 3 jump, giving him a great little angle on the enemy base. As you see, he can really rain bullets down. Roy has the same idea, though. Those two are going to exchange a battle. We'll see if he needs to force Roy down. He does have help from Maniac here.
That's right. APG is going to get cleared out there. Formal, his teammates also going to have no shields. And we're going to jump over to the Str8 Rippin side now and see what's going on with T-Squared. Just got a snipe kill as well on Formal. And T-Squared looking over on the left side, trying to see if he can line it up. And he gets the sniper rifle headshot there on Lethal. Beautiful shot there out of T-Squared.
I tell you what, this is the best form we've seen T-Squared in a while. He is ready to go. Hitting that headshot. Oh, right now, hitting this shot. He is on fire.
Absolutely incredible play here out of T-Squared as he's flat fragging like a pro, without a doubt. And now looking over here to see what's going on as he continues to push over toward the rocks. It's going to be a lot of pressure, though, and T-Squared is going to get taken out.
I don't think he knew Maniac was spawning in the back of that base. We got to say, during that, Believe the Hype listening, really nice composure there from Believe the Hype, which is what you want to see in a game like this. If you do need to play, a long game type like Sanctuary Flag, the team that is able to keep their composure throughout the match is going to be the difference maker. But like we said, Str8 Rippin is really playing well. T-Squared's on fire. Would love to jump into a listen-in to see how their communication differs from this BT8 squad.
1 minute. Rockets come up in 1 minute at 22:45.
Watch their health ramp. Watch their. Is there anybody outside?
I'm with you, Ryan.
No one's
They're
on our
their
side.
health back. Weak under the turret. One shot. Under their turret. Two shots. I'm sorry. And ring 2. Ring 2.
Ring 2
Still
where?
there. Still there. Weak. Still there. Weak. And ring 2 somewhere. Ring 2 weak.
I'll
Still there. Flag ramp.
weak.
On me, guys. I need help.
I'll jump up weak.
I need help.
APG weak.
One shot. One shot. One courtyard.
Where's the guard, Justin?
Nice. Two dead. We have numbers.
I'm in
Get
the
into their
courtyard,
flag.
Justin. I'm
Get
in the
into their
courtyard.
flags together. On their turret.
The turret weak. The turret weak.
And the flag. Corey chasing you.
Yeah.
Chasing you.
Absolute hot.
I'm looking
Their
now.
main ramp's weak.
I got him.
You get on top. I'm putting
Guys,
I'm out of
rockets are in
ammo.
30 seconds.
I'm out of ammo.
Jump here, courtyard top.
I died. They're hut.
Where's
Where's he going?
RP shot weak, guys. RP shot 2 shots.
He's at the sniper ramp. He's at the sniper
RP shot
ramp. He's not looking for you anymore. He's looking for you now.
Rockets are up in
Alright,
15
nice.
seconds,
They're
Roy.
straight.
Rockets are up in 15 seconds.
I got one. Two dead.
Where's
I'm
the
still on their
flag,
flag
guys? I'm with
somewhere.
a shotgun.
Maniac's air flag somewhere still.
I'm
He's somewhere at
pushing
a
through the
base,
rocks.
but we need these rockets. They're up in 15 seconds.
Bring one.
I'm not sure where Maniac is.
Come on,
Maniac's on me with
Rape
Roddy.
him, rape him.
One shot.
I got
Shot
one,
on our
Ryan.
turret.
Rockets
One shot
should be
on
up,
our turret,
Ryan.
Maniac.
Yeah.
Nice, Tom.
They're carbine
Two
weak.
dead,
They're carbine
one
weak.
shot.
They're
Down.
dead.
I'm ready.
I died.
Last guy.
Get those
Alright,
rockets.
last guy.
Tom's got rockets.
He's on their turret ramp.
He's on their turret ramp.
Spawning
still.
hut, maybe.
Get their
Still
hut.
turret
Spawn
ramp.
Spawn rock ramp. Still turret ramp. Spawn the rock ramp. 2 of them. 3 of them.
Five
3 of the
shots.
rock ramp.
Two guys there, guys.
Trap them. They're
going
hurt.
into the hut with
They're
rockets.
looking
Stay
at me,
alive.
guys. They're looking at me. Two guys there health
couldn't
ramp.
find him.
Two guys
They're
there
hurt.
health ramp.
Make
I'm
sure
staying
you use
alive.
those rockets.
They're
worst
weak.
case.
Two guys there health ramp.
Yeah, use
I'm
all
losing
your
rockets.
rockets,
I need
Tom.
Two guys there health ramp. Weak, guys. They're health ramp.
I can't be
Close.
alone.
I
I
got
got 2
one.
rockets. No worries.
He has to reload. He has to reload.
Yep,
Find
yes,
the rock.
reload rockets. In
On
court.
their health.
Shut
Their
their core.
health.
To their core. APG's weak.
Reloading rockets.
Dead.
Dead.
Our car. Our car. Our car. Our car is weak.
I'm coming.
He's weak Really and weak weak. too.
Go
He's
right
dead.
two with rockets.
One shot. I got him.
Justin.
Another guy there hut. I'm
That
staying alive. I
sniper
got
ramp,
2.
Justin, live.
I can't.
Sniper ramp.
I'm staying alive. I'm one shot. He's got rocketing me. I'm out.
They're rock spawns.
They're out of rockets.
Out of rockets?
They're a pea shooter. 2 guys.
Our
They were.
rock shop. Lethal.
I'm here with you.
courtyard.
Under
They're
their
rocks.
weak. Their turret weak.
They're
One
rocks.
shot.
They're
Formal.
rocks. They're rocks. One shot.
And they're
Yeah.
weak.
Nice shot.
Weak on max.
I got him.
Last guy. Last guy.
Got that
Formal. He's
Formal
under the turret. He's under the
He was
turret.
weak. Get into their flag.
I don't He's see there. anybody.
Corey,
else.
I'm with you.
You're gonna
Corey,
spawn
I'm with
rocks,
you.
Ryan.
He's one
I
shot.
got him at
Formal.
rocks. I killed him at rocks.
All dead.
I'm
Nice.
They spawn rocks. I'm under Two their guys turret. that spawn
I got
rocks.
spawn rocks.
3 guys. 3 guys rocks.
Corey,
I'm here.
grab the flag.
I'm here. I'm flag. Corey, push this. Wait, look at me. I'm pulling it.
One shot.
Running around.
Last guy. Where? He's on turret ramp. He's under turret.
I'm looking for him.
Under turret.
You can keep tossing it. Don't toss it under this carbine. Don't do the next
Alright,
toss. No
next
next
three.
toss.
Under turret. One shot.
One shot there. One shot ring
Next
2.
to your left.
Formal.
To your left.
Get
Corey.
killed.
Yeah,
Get
one shot ring 2.
killed.
Formal.
Clean.
I don't know
Get
what
the
Formal's at.
Get
I
the
don't
pin.
know what Formal's
Ring
at.
the pin.
Ring 1.
Ring one.
Formal's ring 1 weak. 2 ring 1. 2 guys ring 1.
on
And
that,
on the
Ryan.
flag.
Their car.
Slays. Come on, guys.
Shot. Their car.
Slays.
Maniac.
Kill.
Be good.
Our carbine.
They're gonna panic here.
I got
Just
Maniac.
Yep. Wait.
shoot the waterfall.
Our rock
if you
one
have to,
shot.
but You're good.
Our rock one shot lethal. Our rock one shot lethal, guys.
I'm looking.
I didn't get him.
One shot.
He's
Lethal.
dead. Nice. Our court.
I need help.
We need help.
Nice
You
job.
need to stay alive there. You need to stay
Nice
alive.
job.
Our carbine side. I need help.
I just spawned
Carbine side.
I got
Ready.
it.
Tom,
Two
you have
ready.
so much.
Ring 2 in the street.
Nice, dude.
Ring 3. Ring 3.
Sniper down
He's
ring
gonna
2.
jump ring 3. Ring 3 their side.
And
I'm on
sniper
our
down
carbine.
ring 2.
On our carbine.
I think they jump up weak.
One shot. Their back.
One shot. Maniacs. One shot. They jump up.
And there's 2 in rocks. 2 in the rocks. One shot.
One shot. They jump up.
I did jump up their turret.
One shot. They jump up.
He's on their turret. They're hut.
Still
Stay
there.
alive,
One
guys.
shot. One shot.
3 on 3. They're
One
bomb.
shot. Watch out, I got Maniac. Under our card line, 2 of them. Our card. He's going our jump up. Our jump up, one shot. One shot, jump up to ring. One shot. I couldn't do it. Another one ring. Our jump up again, our jump up.
Yep, he's gonna have snipe on my X. Our wall. We spiral. Ring 1.
Ryan, I'm here. Don't die.
Snipe my X.
One shot. I got it. One shot
our wall. Another one car going courtyard.
He's our wall and ring 2 looking at you. Our jump up.
Stay alive, 2 in.
This is the time to stay alive, guys. He's our jump up. Try to stay alive. Corey, stay alive.
Yeah, I'm just pushing this
Okay.
guy.
Behind you, weak. He's weak.
What a listen in there, courtesy of our friends over at Astro Gaming from Str8 Rippin. And they were able to get the flag cap to boot. Definitely performing real well here. And I gotta say, man, in that listening, you had made mention of it when we went in, like the styles, right? I guess what can you kind of shed light on? Because you have a lot of experience. You've coached a couple of these guys. What was it about the styles that were different?
Yeah, Golden, we're looking at completely different communication styles there. And it's interesting because Believe the Hype is a roster that plays very quick, very frantic. However, their communication style does not reflect that. On the Str8 Rippin side, feels like a little bit more of a composed team. However, when you listen to them, right, they are talking much faster. They are much more into it, as it seems. And right there, that led to that flag cap. Excellent job there as you see each player identifying what their responsibility was at the time when they ran that flag, stressing the fact that there was one player alive under the turret, and they knew they needed to eliminate that player. So I like what I'm seeing, and here is more of it from Str8 Rippin.
Yeah, T-Squared has the flag, and he has Roy providing some coverage for him here. T-Squared's going to continue to bring that flag through the rocks, and it's like what Walsh said, you just got to get that flag past the halfway point at that time, because you got to scramble, right? Yeah. When it's on the other side, that's when you can kind of breathe comfortably.
Yeah, and Roy right now making sure that no one is behind him at their base. T-Squared's about to run in flag number 2 right behind him, and going to bring this in. We'll switch back over to Roy, who's still laying down that cover. Oh, it looks like we might have gone early, but T-Squared does cap that flag right there. Str8 Rippin goes 2-0, and the crowd likes what they're seeing from Str8 Rippin.
Str8 Rippin playing incredible, man. I have to say, it's just running on all cylinders, which has been amazing to see. Lethal challenging over by Ring 2. He's going to have to back up. APG getting cleared by Str8 as Roy is just going to make his way up to Ring 2. Finding another one in front. It's going to be Maniac. He misses on the melee, and he gets dropped, though. Ring 2 control going to Believe the Hype, but you got to highlight Str8 actually hanging out. Now we got to jump over to Believe the Hype, who's trying to fend off this attack here from Str8 Rippin from the sniper side.
That's right. They got 3 minutes left. If they want to put some flags on the board, they need to cap 2 before the clock ticks down to that 15-minute mark. And that's a tall order against this Str8 Rippin squad.
Yeah, Lethal knows that there's someone still hanging around here, and he gets melee from behind. Ryan Noob, you crafty devil, as he has the sniper in his hands. Now the flag was pulled by Believe the Hype, but it won't really amount to much as it's going to get stopped right in its tracks. And now the flag for Str8 Rippin, or I should say Believe the Hype's flag, being in the possession of Str8.
Yeah,
this is dangerous territory. They have to know that Ryan Noob's here.
Yeah, both flags are out right now. Ryan Noob needs to stop this flag. We'll see if he can do that. Right now he's in a good position to do so, and so is the rest of the Str8 Rippin squad. So that the other flag will return, but right now watching for these last 5 seconds on this return. If he's able to secure this right now, misses the shot there, so that flag gets a touch right there. 15 seconds left on that. We'll see if Ryan Noob can continue to connect with the sniper rifle.
Yeah, when in doubt, have Ryan Noob with that sniper rifle. He's been coming up huge for this squad. And Ryan Noob just continues to cycle around. He's going to get body shots and another shot there.
Oh my goodness, and a very last second touch there right there for that roster. So it looks like Str8 Rippin has their backs against the wall right there. BTH able to get a last second touch, still in danger.
Yeah, but you got to keep in mind the time there, Bravo. You have about 2 minutes, not even, as the time continues to tick down, and the flag is going to return. That means Str8 Rippin's going to be in a comfortable position. They're now going to go for the counter cap or the counter opportunity as Maniac challenges Ryan Noob. Ryan Noob is going to lose that one, but luckily for him, his teammate Roy is going to be there for the coverage.
I gotta say, what amazing discipline from Ryan Noob and the rest of the Str8 Rippin squad as they don't panic despite 2 flag touches past the 50-yard line. Ryan Noob just holds down the enemy base, no problem. Trusts that his teammates have his back, and they're able to get that flag back to their base. They still lead 2-0, about 1 minute left before regulation's over.
Yeah, and I think part of that too is also the positioning of Ryan Noob too. He's hanging out over by the sniper. No one's going to challenge him there, especially because he has teammates with so much support. And now look at this Str8 Rippin control with the Rockets. Now this was something that BTH was able to shine in the beginning of this matchup, getting control of the Rockets 3 times. Since that time though, they haven't been able to capitalize on it. Now Ryan Noob just needs to hold the line with the rocket launcher, which should be relatively easy, and he's going to be able to pick off a kill on Lethal, which means that with about, 40 seconds left to play, roughly, this is pretty much curtains.
Yeah, right now, if you're a Str8 Rippin fan, you're really liking what you're seeing as they're trapping the enemy in the rock side of their base. Just like 30 seconds left. It's almost impossible for them to run these back-to-back flags at this time. They would need to pull it immediately right now. So Str8 Rippin with total map control. Ryan Noob just behind him. Hits the double kill with the long-distance rocket.
Oh my goodness, the fadeaway rocket from Ryan Noob to just make things look pretty. 20 seconds on the clock, adding insult to injury, going for that flagpole, finding players all around the ramp there. And it seems like Ryan Noob just pushing up because they can do whatever they want. This is pretty much a wrap, as Str8 Rippin will secure game number 1 in this matchup, going into Team Slayer on Warlord.
That's right. There's a crowd here. Apparently a contingent of Str8 Rippin fans are pretty happy about that first result in the match. But I got to say, Str8 Rippin, you know, they just dominated the map the entire time. They had complete control. And most importantly, when they were pulling flag, they knew exactly what they needed to do. They have clearly established roles. And I think if BTH wants to get back into this, they're going to need to do that in game 2.
Yeah, one thing though, Believe the Hype looked great at the beginning, right?
Yep.
They came at them with everything that they had, and Str8 was able to fend off the attack. Again, they got control of rockets 3 times. You would think that that would amount to something. And actually, if we could take a look at some of the stats here and see what's going on, we have T-Square at 28 and 21, but you got Ryan Noob, 35, 17 assists, and 17 deaths.
Incredible stuff. He's the leader in the game in the kills category, assists and deaths for his team right there. Big numbers from Ryan Noob, clearly the MVP of that match. He sure had a great game.
Great game from him. Now that means that Team Slayer on Warlord will be coming up next. And again, if we learn from anything with Believe the Hype, 1, not to count them out. 2, though, is that they're looking to just forget about what happened in game 1, because that's what you need to do. That's what champions do. You forget about what happened in game 1 and you move forward to game 2. They need to bring that same intensity into this matchup, because Warlord, it's a map that you're definitely going to need it.
Oh, that's right. And what's really going to be interesting to see, BTH, a team that can play very fast, but does their communication style support it, right? Now, these teams, of course, fighting for that Launch Invitational trophy that you see on your screen. And on the other side, on this other roster here with Str8 Rippin, they're a team that we're seeing actually can play quite fast, right? And they do have the communication to support it. So we'll make sure that we jump in to hear more communication throughout the match as the series continues.
That's right, guys. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, game number 2, Lockdown. Oh, yes, Warlord. I apologize. Warlord, Team Slayer. It's going to be going on after this.
You give your life away so others will live. And take life where only God can give it.
Halo Nightfall is an action drama. It's a story about heroes and the good and the bad side of heroism.
This film represents an origin story of sorts, not only introducing the character, but he goes through some profound transitions over the course of our story.
We will not go out like this.
Locke, first and foremost, is a leader. He's a guy who can think on his feet, who's always one step ahead of the adversary.
When we first encounter Locke, he's the leader of ONI, which is a CIA, KGB type of organization.
We're pretty much as an elite force as you can find.
They kind of think they're better than everyone else.
ONI work better alone. I'm expected to lead this group and point them in the right direction and to get the task done.
It starts on one planet, which is quite bucolic and friendly, and ends up on another location that's infinitely more hostile.
Ready to go to hell, Colonel?
They are undertaking what seems to be a fairly routine investigative operation, and they quickly come to discover that there's something far more alarming and far more dangerous.
They've all got to make these massive life-changing decisions and put their lives on the line, so it's quite emotionally intense.
Mike Coulter, who plays Locke, has an especially entrenched role in the Halo universe because he's going to be a character that appears in Halo 5 Guardians, but his journey and his transformation really start here.
That digs into the kind of soldier he is when we first encounter him, and then the kind of soldier that he ultimately evolves into being. It also allows us to explore the Halo environment in a much more sort of primal way, in the sense that these characters are literally coming to life.
That's been a thrill for us because we've been carefully working on his character arc as a bridge between the game and the motion picture world, effectively.
My question to you, Commander Locke, how will you lead? And for what?
And there you saw Halo Nightfall, the new series that will be debuting very soon on the Halo channel, which is going to be coming out at the release of the Master Chief
That's right,
Collection,
yeah, just on Tuesday, November 11th.
That's right. November 11th, guys. It's just a couple days away. If you haven't pre-ordered your copy yet, you're doing it wrong. If you haven't, just gotten your hands on it, or because we've seen a couple streams of it by now, people have been playing it, having a great time. But of course, what we're here for is this matchup, the winner bracket final between Str8 Rippin and Believe the Hype. Believe the Hype came out strong at the beginning of that matchup, but it was Str8 Rippin's resiliency that held off, and they were able to pull away a 3-1, or I believe it was a 2-1 victory. No, 2-0.
It was 2-0.
2-0. I'm sorry about that. My goodness. 2-0 victory. I'm old, please. Old man. It was my birthday yesterday, right? So I can make the excuse.
Some kind of excuse.
Yeah, some kind of. How dare he? 2-0 victory over Believe the Hype, going into Team Slayer on Warlord now, which is loading up, ready to go. I think it's time to hop right into this one. Bravo. Who are you looking out for from Believe the Hype?
Let's go ahead and start off with Formal.
Formal? Okay, that's definitely a good choice there. Now, Formal, obviously coming into this one with limited practice, but still, he's been known to be one of the, best players to ever play the game. But you got to jump over to Str8 Rippin real quick, because Ryanoob has the has the camo, and I got to point this out too, man. It just that game, that capture the flag game, he played impeccable.
Oh, it was an incredible game from him. 35-17 and 17, I believe, were the numbers, really putting himself out there for his team, ensuring that they secured that win in game one, which of course is very important. They're only one game away from heading to the grand finals here, but you're now watching the winners bracket final of the Halo the Master Chief Collection launch invitational. If you're joining us on Twitch or in the room, thank you so much for being with us here. We're excited to celebrate the launch of the Master Chief Collection with gameplay from some of the best Halo players in the world.
That's right, and Ryanoob throughout this series has definitely been living up to that, as he's getting pressure though from Yellow, having to drop back. And Walshy had made note of the the use of the portals, right, saying that this is what you need to focus on. Every team has their different approach for Team Slayer and for how they play Warlord, but the portals have played such a huge factor here, Bravo.
Oh, they absolutely have, and I'm not surprised to see Walshy lending that knowledge to his team, but I also want to hear what that sounds like. So let's jump into a listen in on this Str8 Rippin roster, as they're now 2 kills up.
I didn't get him one shot.
Still blue.
I'm going for camo.
I got blue.
You guys get camo mid. I have camo.
Watch out, lethal, bottom blue. I got two.
I got it. He might have got camo. Bottom green. And green ramport. Green ramport. Yellow ramport.
One shot bottom mid. I died bottom green. Bottom green, you guys. There's a guy bottom green somewhere. He's green. Green ramport.
APG's one shot. Guys, what's my ramp, guys? I need help.
My neither. Green ramp will help me.
My neither.
Justin, I'm coming. Justin, I'm coming.
One shot red flag, guys. And grenades. Grenades lead.
Behind me, Justin.
I'm one shot.
He's behind you, weak, and
one shot green flag, guys. I need help.
Got him.
They died.
Yellow nades.
On our answers, guys. Red flag.
Red flag, I need help.
I'm shots on him. There's 2 guys there.
One shot.
I got it. 2 guys on flag. 2 guys on flag. Lead.
Green help port. Green help port.
I got 2.
Green help
Another
port.
guy behind me. Our dealer. He's already. Your help,
Bomb
Ryan.
grenades.
Your help,
Bomb
Ryan.
grenades. Bomb grenades.
Stay alive. Stay alive.
Grenades. One shot. 4 more.
Maniac, one shot on me.
I'm nading him. I'm trying to.
I got one.
I need help. Look at me, guys. Look at me.
I got you.
Behind me.
Grenades.
Three needles, one shot.
Grenades weak. 2 grenades. 2 grenades weak, guys.
I can't do anything. I'm nading grenades. I got one shot. Our neither guys weak. Our neither I need help. Two shots.
Blue nades. Blue nades again. Blue nades again.
2 on 3.
Blue needles.
2 on 2. Don't die.
Blue needles.
Blue nades spawn.
Watch yellow as well. Yellow flag.
Behind me.
Yellow flag.
2 guys blue still. Tom behind you also blue.
One shot max. One shot max.
I got one.
Just came off.
I died. Red.
We're all down low. We're all down low. Don't be afraid to get up on one of the side flags.
Stay alive.
Get up on the side flag.
Blue nades weak.
I'm
guys.
APG's
blue.
weak.
Blue.
Blue nades guys blue.
Blue flag.
APG's back.
Where's outside flag?
Shot blue nades, Maniac.
I'm at side flag. He's up above.
Shot blue nades, Maniac.
Right to your right. Up above.
Stay alive.
Two red. Red flag, red nades.
Red nades.
Rape them red.
Red nades right now.
I'm nading
On
it.
me, weak.
Red neither
We
weak.
have at least 2
Blue
people
flag,
pushing.
I got one.
Absolutely amazing communication and intensity out of Str8 Rippin, but that double kill for Str8 Sick has certainly proven to put his team over the lead, 35-31. But now Believe the Hype, they're on the hot seat. Let's go ahead and take a listen and see what's going on with Believe the Hype as we check out them during this Astro listening.
They're rushing me. Red. Red needles,
Red needle.
One shot yellow needles. One shot yellow nades.
You're rip.
One shot yellow nades.
Red spot warp. Red nades.
Yellow nades. Two.
Red nades also. One shot.
This guy yellow health. Or blue health. Yellow flag.
He poured it through.
Middle.
One shot top middle, Roy.
Top mid, absolute. Yeah, Roy got me. Nice, good.
Still one. I didn't get him. One shot
He died.
top middle.
Yes, top mid, still absolute.
Straight 6.
Okay, top mid died.
He's still sitting yellow flag, guys. In the help back. Yellow help back.
Green. Green, one shot. Another blue
Yellow help
flag.
back, guys.
Blue flag, blue flag.
Straight 6 on the flag.
Needles. One's on me. Square.
Blue
next. I got
one
needed,
shot
guys.
square. Get out the
Square.
portal, guys. We have to stay alive.
I got
stay alive. I got 2.
Nice shot, TJ.
Top mid weak.
Top mid, yes. 2 shots down. Cameras up. You grabbed it.
One shot. I need
Bottom middle or something.
I didn't get him.
There you have it right there. The listening with Believe the Hype, still keeping up that intensity, but the lead is slipping away from them. And you have Roy with a shotty as well as Camo. This cannot end well for Believe the Hype. We have no idea he's on the prowl.
And here he comes. He has been spotted, but he's going to clean up this kill on Formal now. 47. I think that'll bring them up to the 48 mark. They're only 47, still 3 kills away, but they're sitting pretty. About to close out this match on Warlord. Nice shots there from Str8 6 against Lethal. Takes him down. Only 2 kills to go now.
That's right, 2 kills, Bravo, and hopping over to T-Squared, who gets actually pinned in there, and he is going to get the kill, making it 49-41. Last person in the corners. Oh! Roy's going to overcome that for the 50-41 victory and the 2-0 to Believe the Hype. That is going to net them a spot in the finals, contending for $20,000.
And we knew T-Squared was confident coming into this match. So was Formal, but Str8 Rippin gets the better of the Believe the Hype roster. Amazing play from them, and it looks like Roy was the story of that series. Amazing stuff there in that capture the flag. Ryan Noob also stepping up, but Roy at the end picking up those last 2 kills.
Yeah, no, for sure, but I got to point out Str8 6, man. For me, he was the player because he had 18 kills in that one. He was constantly leading his team, putting himself in great positions to allow his teammates to be able to capitalize on it. Also, I do want to give credit to Roy as well. Actually, let me take that back to Ryan Noob. I looked wrong. Ryan Noob with 13 assists. He was putting a lot of bodies, like 1 shot, maybe 2 shots. That allowed Roy and Str8 6 to be able to capitalize on those situations. And that resulted in a victory, man. They're moving on to the grand finals. Str8 Rippin in a grand finals. That is some pretty cool stuff. Now, Believe the Hype will be taking a trip to the loser bracket finals where they will meet up against